My name is Gary Lawrence and I'm the Managing Director of CA Southern Africa. Yeah, today is an exciting day for us. It's the very first IT Management Symposium in Africa. And it's pretty much an event that's been inspired by CA World. CA World is an event, the largest IT management event in the world. And an event that we, for many years, have been taking customers to, and we've seen without doubt that those customers really do sort of like lead the pack when it comes to how they embrace IT management and how they provide world-class IT services to their customers. So it's been a dream of ours for some time to put in an event like this to, fire up the local organizations to get them to understand what's actually possible in terms of providing those world-class IT services.
It's a great event. It's really interesting to see the number of attendees. South Africa is, it's not necessarily the biggest country from an IT deployment point of view, but having something like 1,000 attendees who's very interested in how you can manage or how they can manage the IT infrastructure is really impressive.
When we set out to put this event on, I mean, many people were quite skeptical and saying, oh, IT management is not exactly a sexy or happening space type thing, because it is pretty much, I guess, the under the covers, the plumbing of IT. So when we set out to do this, I was hoping that we get about 300 people, and the response has been absolutely overwhelming. We've had more than 1,000 registrations. In fact, we had to close registrations early and tell some people they couldn't attend because the venue just couldn't cope. So yeah, it's been a phenomenal response. As I said in my opening keynote, I think IT management has finally arrived in South Africa. So yeah, that's great, and we're thrilled.
If you look on established market and emerging market, a growth market, it's clear South Africa is part of the growth market. There's a huge potential that needs to be fulfilled or tapped into over the next period of time. I think the economy in South Africa is growing, the business is growing, tourist and professional business, and that requires IT to run that infrastructure. At the same time, there's a bigger and bigger focus on being professional and run it efficiently. So of course, IT management is something important, and it was perhaps not that important in the past. So that, can we say, trigger a double effect. That it's probably one of the reasons we see 1,000 people coming here to say, well, what can you do, or how can we get into this stuff and get the benefits?
Good question. Certainly based on the response we've had to the event, our plan would be to make this a regular event. And yeah, maybe we'll look to partner with some organizations, make this bigger and so on. We are the largest IT management company in South Africa. We are committed and dedicated to helping our customers do better in how they manage IT and how they empower their organization through IT. So for us, it's all about how do we continue to do that? How do we continue to be at the heart of what our customers want us to be in terms of how we can add value to them? So yeah, I mean, at the end of this, I'm sure we'll kick back and have a couple of beers and then think about, okay, well, where to from here? How do we take this thing and make it bigger, better, stronger, and whatever? And of course, we'll spend a lot of time, as we did with this event, talking to our customers and understanding what they got from it, what more would they like to see, etc., etc. Certainly, one of the things I would like to see is more of the CIOs attend these sorts of events. Unfortunately, in South Africa, we seem to have a situation where most CIOs or whatever tend to want suppliers to come to them, and they don't come out to these conferences and things. And it's a pity, because as hard as we try, we cannot bring the power of this conference and all of the speakers and presentations or whatever to a customer. I mean, we have double figures in terms of international industry luminaries and speakers that are here.
The presentation I did was the technical keynote, and the focus I had was to present what is CA vision and strategy from a technology point of view or solution point of view. And my theme was the cloud and the hope. And it's a little bit, and I stressed that in my presentation, saying some people don't really like the word cloud because it's too immaterial, that it is a buzzword that's created by smart business people. So I said, regardless if it is cloud or not cloud, what makes sense is to manage your IT infrastructure, to support your business, to really understand what is the requirement from the business, and from an IT point of view, how do you support that business requirement? And that has to be agile, so if the business have a need, they shouldn't wait for months to get that service from IT. It should be flexible, so if you need to change your configuration or the business make a change, it could be they acquire a company, it could be they want to take a new product to market, or they want to expand into another market. Any change trigger, a requirement, and if you have to wait too long to fulfill that requirement, you don't support the business. So the whole theme was around how can you support the business with agility, flexibility, and drive the cost down. And you can do that with cloud services, regardless if you do it as an external cloud or internal cloud.